Welcome back to my channel. My name is Omotola and I make sewing tutorials. So today I'm going to teach you how to make a bodice with a shoulder dart and a waist dart. The last class was about bodice without darts, but today I'll be teaching you how to make pattern of a bodice that has shoulder dart and that has waist dart. This kind of bodice is usually worn if you want your clothes to be fitted, because when you wear a normal bodice, it is expected that there will be a gaping hole around the armpit here, and sometimes you would also feel it that the shoulder here is not firm enough. And mind you, you need that at the back too. There is something called the hump here, around here, that raises the shoulder a little. So it is in degrees. There are some people that have it that is quite bulging, and there are some that is still smoother. But nevertheless, the back too also need that, just that in a little degree compared to the front. Because of the boobs, the front needs more shoulder dart. Now, why do we need shoulder dart? After all, on this body form, I actually created an armhole dart. And let me tell you something, because a cloth needs to be fitted, it needs a fitting around the bust. So the dart could come from the shoulder, it could come from the side, from the armhole region, it could come from the side above the waist, it could come around the waist still, but everything needs to point towards the bust area. I would not loosen this cotton fabric the way I did in the last class, but I just need you to see this. Like you see this for the back, even if it joins to the neck here, you see this extra, that is the shoulder dart for the back. You see this armhole dart here, if I remove it, it needs to shift to another place, probably here, or shifted to the shoulder this way. And you see, if it's shifting to the shoulder, you know we need more clothes now. If it's shifting to the shoulder, it could shift as much as this. You see? So what we are going to do today is to learn how to make a shoulder dart for the front, and a shoulder dart for the back, and this dart that you are seeing. Okay, let's get down to business. The last class, this was what we did, the dartless bodice. That was where I explained that the front is usually longer than the back. So I'm going to turn back now. Still using these parameters, this measurement for the body form. This is my front side. This side is for the front, this side is for the back. So the back has 14.5 as its waist length. So for confirmation, this is it for the back. The front has 16 inches for its length. This is it for the front. So the shoulder here, this line is the shoulder line for the front. The 16. This line is for the back, the shoulder line for the back. So I said, to get our neck width and neck depth, you need to divide the collar. As you measure this, divide what it is by 5. So 15 divided by 5 is 3. So still on that. This is 3. And this is 3. The depth for the neck for back, just go down by 1.5 centimeter or 2 centimeter. So this is it. For the front, this 15 divided by 5, which is 3 for the neck width, then 3 2 for the down, but you should add 1 more centimeter to it. So if this is 3 plus 1 centimeter, this is it. Connect the lines. Connect the lines. Okay. Now, on this shoulder line for the back, it is 7. Shoulder width is 14 divided by 2. That is 7. This is 7. However, the back has a dart. So, though it's quite small, so the dart is around 1.5. It's around 1.5 centimeter. With your 7 inches, put an additional 1.5 centimeter. This is 1.5 centimeter here. This is 1.5 centimeter here. Find the midpoint of this line. The midpoint is around here. This line. Okay, note that. Now, this is your 7 here. Your 7 for the shoulder width. Go and find the 7 too here. Okay. Connect this 7 like this. Okay. From the shoulder line of the back, go down by 4 centimeter. This is 4 centimeter. This is it here. Okay. Find the half length from this 4 centimeter, not half length rather, from this 4 centimeter, find the midpoint of this line at the chest line here. Find the midpoint, which is around here. Remember I said we'll go inside by 0.5 centimeter, which is here. Now, when you are ruling this, when you want to connect this your lines, you are not connecting it on this directly. You can first connect it like the first one like this, but eventually I'll use a bigger marker to give you the permanent line. You can still do it like this. Remember, this is your midpoint. Okay. Now let's move to the side first. Just wait for this. Come to the waist here. The waist is 26 divided by 4. Divided by 4 is 6.5 inches. Then put an additional 1 inch for the dart. So this is it here. Find its midpoint, the midpoint of this line. This is it here. Okay. So find the midpoint. The same thing you found here. This is 3 points. This is 3 points, half, 3.7 points, 7.5 rather, 3.7.5. So somewhere here. Now you see this midpoint here. Connect these lines together. You can use this cuff to just blend it so it won't be sharp. Okay, so join this area together. Now remember, this is your chest line. It will be bust For the back now, it will be bust divided by 4 minus 1 centimeter for the back, because it is the bust that has, it is the front that has the major share of the whole circumference of the boobs. So your bust for the back is the bust divided by 4. This is 34 divided by 4, that is 8.5 minus 1 centimeter. So this is originally 8.5 minus 1 centimeter is here. Connect the lines together. Let's do the same for here too. This one, this is the waist divided by 4 plus 1 centimeter for that here. This is the bust divided by 4, 8.5 plus the 1 centimeter you removed from here. Now on a normal day, even though this is meant to be a fitted blouse, if you don't want it to be too tight, you can just add 0.5 centimeter ease to this edges here. Just 0.5 centimeter centimeter rather. Okay, so this here, this here. This for the front, do not look for midpoint as you did for the back. Rather, look for the nipple to nipple distance, which is 6.5. So half of nipple to nipple distance, which is 6.5, will be 3.25 here. This is it here. This is it here. Now connect this line. Good. Now, if you remember, if you've not watched that video, you can go back. For my front here, when I did the last video, this arm was in this shoulder sleeve. You come back and do your shoulder sleeve. If from the shoulder down here, for the back is 4 centimeter, then for the front is 6 centimeter. So this is the line marking my 6 centimeter. My shoulder width is 7. This is where 7 is. So I connect like this. Okay. Also find just as you found the midpoint for this, find the midpoint too. This is the midpoint. Connect together. Just as you did for this, come and blend this line a little. So it won't be sharp. Okay. Now, let's do the dart for the waist before we come to the shoulder dart. The dart for the waist, we actually added an extra 1 inch here. So let's distribute the 1 inch here. So this is ½ inch, ½ inch, ½ inch. Sorry, this is ½ inch, ½ inch. Okay, so from the breast point itself here, oh, sorry, this is not the breast point, this is the chest line. From the breast point is actually 9, so you can measure from here if it is 9. Okay, this is actually 9 here, there is actually 9, this is 9 here. Now, it all depends on your measurement. Even though the chest line is around this area, some people may have their bust points coming to around here. You are still on the line. So the chest point here is actually here for okay. So my 3.25 here. Come back here and mark it. Okay, so meaning that this our line needs to be withdrawn. This is our midline. Okay, so as it is like this, from this bust point, do not make your dart leg that is extending from here to stop at this apex, even though this is the apex, but come down by 2 centimeters. So the bust won't be too pointed. The bust point will not be too pointed. This is it here. Now for the back here, you just let it stop at the chest line area. Good. So now to create the shoulder dart for the back, mark from this shoulder here. This is, I said we added extra 1.5. So distribute the 1.5 centimeter equally among the two. So this will be around 0.75 on one edge here, 0.75 on the other edge here. So this is it. This one does not really have a specific point where it will end, but it's safe to just assume 10 centimeters down from here, 10 centimeters down here. Make your dart apex to stop around here. So this is what you do. Just the way you drew this to connect to this line. Draw this from this edge to connect to this lines. Okay, so after you must have done that, now this edge here, this line, use your hand, let it end here. Do this other one too. Now let them meet each other. Close it together like this, because eventually you're going to close it. Can you see that when you close, there was a distortion in this line? So note it this way. Close like this. Find your new shoulder width. Find your new 7. After you must have closed it. This is your new 7. Now draw a new line. I will use this marker now. So this is the final. Okay, so from here, you know, we have a midpoint here already, and we shifted back by 0.5. So connect the lines, connect ear with ear. Then remember, you come up by 5 centimeters, which is equal to 2 inches. Here again, you come out by another 0.5 again. So you are connecting this line, this point here, with this point, with this point, and here. So let's do that. Okay, so you see that I've drawn this curve, this armhole curve. You realize that eventually, as I was drawing the curve, I missed out on this. It's still okay, it's just 0.5, but the curve would have been too, it would have almost become straight if I decide to go through this. So you can still leave an allowance of 0.5 if it does not curve around it. So just let it be. Okay, so this black line is your new shoulder slope line. This. You can remove this now. So in fact, so actually, if eventually you won't cut this is a tracing wheel. You can actually trace on this black line, so that when you are cutting, you know exactly where to cut. Now when you do that, the tracing wheel will make some dotted hole on your paper. So, and me seeing the dotted hole now, I was able to see this. So if I want to cut on this line, if I do not want to cut this dart out, if I want to leave it like this, but still I want to sew the dart on the clothes, I know exactly where to fold inside and how to sew it, because this is a guideline. Okay, that's about the back. The back is completed now. Now let's go to the front. We are done with the waist dart for the front. Now I want to do the shoulder dart for the front. This is the original slope for the front. We've actually looked for the midpoint. We've connected it to the nipple to nipple distance here, and we've actually made it down to connect with the waist dart. Now to get this one, come upward on this line. You see, for this one, you may have to measure your bust point to your under bust. This baby's dress form bust point to under bust is 3. So the same 3 should be around 7 here. So you come up by 7, whatever measurement your bust point to under bust falls to. For this body form, it's actually 7 centimeter. So you come up here 7 centimeter like this. 7 centimeter like this. Seven centimeter. Okay. Now, from this point, this 7 centimeter, measure to your towards the armhole area. Measure 2 centimeter or 3 centimeter. I'll go for 3 centimeters so that area would have enough darts hold there. So this is 3 centimeter here. This 3 centimeter here. Draw a line from this apex. Shift up by 1 centimeter alone, so it won't be too pointed. By 1 centimeter. This is 1 centimeter here. And from here, come up like this. When it connects to this 1 centimeter, make sure it connects to the 3 centimeter here. Then draw your line. Now, you will see that automatically this thing has opened up and it needs to get closed. So, extend this line. Remember, this is from the normal shoulder line of the front to this place is 6 centimeter. Come down again by another 2 centimeter. 2 centimeter. let's close this dart. Just the way you close this. Let's close this dart legs. And that leg must always be equal to each other. Like this one now, the dart leg from this 10 inches is 10 here and it's 10 here. So from this line, let's see. This is 19.5 centimeter. Here, this is where 19.5 centimeter is here. So let's close up. Okay, so can you see that it's actually met up here? Okay. So we've closed up this way. Now, from this edge, you want to draw a new shoulder slope, just as you drew for this black new shoulder slope. Remember that when you close this, it eliminates the darts, so that the front shoulder slope will not be longer than the back. Just come here and measure what the shoulder slope eventually became. This is 4.2. This is 4.2 inches. Now, come here on this new line. Find an area. Okay, so 4.2 actually reaches here. So this new black shoulder slope is your new shoulder line. Let's measure again. Okay, almost 11 for centimeter. Almost 11, so we are good. So from here, now I want to draw the cuff. I want to draw the cuff of the handhold here. Remove this. Initially, this was where, without the dart, this was where our shoulder width ended, which was 7 here. So it would have been 7 here. So if we had ruled it, okay, so that is it. Now, without the dart, normally I would come inside by 1 centimeter. So still come inside by 1 centimeter. This is a 1 centimeter, 1 inch, not centimeter. Pardon. Okay. So if there was no dart, I would have come in by 1 inch. Then I would have looked for, from here, I would have looked for my midpoint. Here. Now, but because I have a dart now, you see this area where I should have come inside. If you look at it now, the dart has actually took away this much measurement. So measure this exact same measurement. This is about 1.4. This is it here. transfer it back here. From this line, this should have been our original line if there was no darts. If we are covering from this normal shoulder slope, no dart slope, if we are covering inside, we pass through this line. But fortunately for this one, we have a dart, and this dart took this measurement away from it. So what do we do now? From this same line, we add back what was taken here. So what was taken here was around 1 inches plus. So you add it back. So hence, this will be the new line that our armhole cuff would pass through. I hope you're getting that. So from this same line, remember that from this same line, I would come up by 2 inches, which is 5 centimeters. This is it here. And I would actually come out back by 0.5 centimeters. This is it here. However, looking at it too, this dart has taken away some. So I'll measure this. This is about half an inch. Then I'll add it back to it here. So this is it. So we are connecting this red line. We are connecting this to this line. I'm forgetting it. So this is the new armhole cuff for the front. Even though this looks as if it's too bent, but by the time you sew it, it won't be bent anymore. It will straighten up and everything would align. So if you close the dart, when you finish sewing, you would actually see that this place has a race, and by the time you also sew the waist, you can see the bulge already of the breast. Okay. So come to the end. Okay, before that, in case you just want to sew, you don't want to cut it out, you just want to sew this dart on its own, like I did for the front. So, like I did for the back, use a tracing wheel and trace this dart line. Okay, when you trace it, you should see a dotted line visible to the eyes like this. So, connect this way. Note your dart legs. Note your dart legs. So this is a shoulder and waist dart for your bodice. So this is what we got. All right. We've come to the end of this class. I hope you try it and give me a feedback. You'll be surprised at how fitted this blouse will be on you. So, give me your comments. What do you think? And how do they correlate when you eventually try this out? Give a thumbs up if you like it. And share if you have someone who is in need of it.